As we reported yesterday, a pro-life group is accusing New York's Attorney General of intimidation and restricting freedom of speech. This after Democrat Letitia James asked a court to ban members of the Red Rose Rescue Group from going within 30 feet of an abortion business. The Red Rose Group sometimes enters abortion businesses in order to provide women with resources to help them continue their pregnancies. And we go now to Kathryn Jean Lopez, Senior Fellow at the National Review Institute and Editor-at-Large of National Review. Kathryn, great to see you again. A lot to unpack here. But first, the Attorney General called the Red Rose Rescue Group, quote, bigoted zealots and accused members of terrorizing abortion workers and those seeking an abortion. Really strong words there. Your thoughts on all of this?
Yeah, at the press conference that announced this lawsuit, lawmakers called them terrorists, anti-abortion extremists, despicable characters. I believe it was the Attorney General said that in one of the instances that is cited, they occupied the waiting room. Now, we have a noble tradition of civil disobedience in the United States. In other cases, if these were other issues, people might be celebrating, the Attorney General might be celebrating Father Fidelis and some of the other Red Rose rescuers. But instead, this nonviolent resistance to evil is being called terrorism. Again, if you follow Red Rose Rescue, they're not violent. Yes, they break the law. They go into lobbies in some cases of abortion clinics and offer women red roses and resources. What dignity to offer a woman a rose? When they're asked to leave, they don't, and sometimes say we'll leave when the abortion doctors leave, and so they wind up getting arrested. But they know what they're getting into when they do that, and once again, not violent.
Kathryn Jean, can we talk about the lawsuit itself now? What more can you tell us about that?
Well, unclear, because one of the things that the lawsuit says that not only the members of Red Rose Rescue, but anybody who works in concert with them could be have legal difficulties, which include injunctions against them and fines. What does it mean to be in concert with Red Rose Rescue? That mean you give them money? That may mean you support them. Am I in concert with Red Rose Rescue? I'm not a Red Rose Rescuer. I don't think everyone is called to do such things, but I support their right to choose non-violent civil disobedience, like Dorothy Day, who not a saint yet, but the almost patron saint of civil disobedience. So it's unclear, but what is clear is New York State, the abortion capital of the United States, wants to make sure that women don't have access to alternatives to abortion. One of the lawmakers said that New York will fiercely protect women. Well, that's not true. Not if they're in the womb, and not if, at the last line of defense, they're looking for a sign of hope for some resource other than abortion. New York's not looking to protect them.
We're almost out of time here, but quickly, how do you see this case playing out, and what impact do you think that this lawsuit may have on the pro-life movement?
Well, one of the impacts is there's a lot of confusion in New York about what Red Rose Rescue is and what a simple prayer vigil is. And there have been efforts to stop the simple prayer vigils that we have in Lower Manhattan, for instance. There have been times in the last months since Dobbs where the police have asked us not to process the half a block from Old St. Patrick's to the abortion clinic, and we already stand across the street. We're not standing in front. But one of the other things that this might do is not only impact the Red Rose Rescuers, but a run-of-the-mill sidewalk counselor who stands outside the abortion clinic offering brochures, resources. And, in one sense, most of the abortions in America are not happening at abortion clinics anymore. But if you are going in because it's a later term abortion, you have a right to have a conversation with someone who wants to offer you resources. So that's a real danger in New York State.
Kathryn, so great to be with you, my friend. I'm getting all your insights on everything. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Tracy.